and offend a bunch of people, and that's the kind of the point. But the scared line to stay away from, maybe like Barack Obama was the wrong president, because like I was thinking while I was doing the Candace Owens, they're, like I said, no racist, just straight truth and facts and what really needs to be. But like Candace Owens and Bradley Owens, they're kind of political people, and they have a great view, great motivation, the background to know the different groups of people, and the drive to do something better. I mean, Bradley Owens went from, and he's respectfully kind of old, and he's been around. He was talking about he was back Jim Crow days and lynch mobbing and KKK and the movie Denzel Washington did On the Line or something, where there were football players and back in the 60s, and they had the racial fights and stuff. But even, not to be racist, but I live around Mexicans and Spanish people and blacks. It's the way of life. They're here, whether they're here legally, illegally, preferably legally, that way more people can benefit. But that's the goal. So hopefully maybe Bradley Owens should have been the first black president. Somebody that's gonna, like I said, he has the second chance for youth. You know, somebody with that mentality even contributes to that and knows the benefit from it, knows the struggle from it, and knows what actually the struggle is, and being from the youth, that could have changed, you know, what that person had done. Somebody sits in an office and says a bunch of things isn't a leader. That's, and they do what they do, and they're sometimes doing great things and here and there, and some of the people are doing bad things and great things. Do a little bit of both. And it's starting to get really bright and really hot outside. Now I'm out in the sun. But like, goes to the contents of what they're doing. Video contents, verbal contents, presidential contents, whatever. It's people that see the truth, see the motivation, can help them lift themselves up, lift who they're supporting, who's around them. I got buddies all around me. A lot of people I don't talk to so much nowadays, and some people I talk to more. But I got 100 friends and 100 around them that I want to do stuff for, lift them up, put to work, because they have great potential, great motivation, great self-worth. And a lot of them are black, a lot of them are Mexican, Puerto Ricans. My friend Jonathan Cruz, 6'4" Mexican Puerto Rican. Well, actually Puerto Rican. I'm joking when I call him Puerto Rican. I mean Mexican, but I know he doesn't hate it. No disrespect. But I call him 3 times three Mexicans standing up on each other. You know, sitting on each other's shoulders. And it's no racial. Mexicans, you know, or Puerto Ricans even, to be more precise. Puerto Ricans that are 6'4". Looks like my buddy Pedro, he's 5'2", 5'3", 5'1", maybe. So, what, am I not supposed to call him short? I'm not supposed to call it a 6'4" Puerto Rican tall? No, it's not about being racist anymore. It's about what are you doing and are you respecting who you're around. And it doesn't matter what you're doing is, if you got something to say, make sure you're upstanding what you're asking for somebody else. So I hope to be able to stand up and do stuff for people, do stuff for people for no reason, and do stuff to benefit myself. But it's so sad that I have to think how we can go from 100 years of real stupid and ignorant and nonsense of racism and belittling and being poor and being middle class and being lower middle class, being lower poor class, not having nothing. We can go from years of that to years later being in the same kind of rough shift in life and be still thinking the same way, be doing the stuff the same way. And it's all in people's heads, most of it, in those kind of situations where they're believing way too much into it that it's never going to happen, it's never going to work, it's never going to be okay again. Like, I've been thinking about my leg. Every time it hurts that bad, I think, man, my leg ain't never going to be right. I'm never going to be able to walk again right. I'm never going to be able to walk in time. I know I'll get better, but it's going to happen in time that my life's falling apart. I'm behind on bills. Vehicles need work. I'm about to be without a vehicle soon. I got to get back to work. I got to be able to get back to making money, having a paycheck, having resources, and that's hopefully the motivation that pushes me forward to get a job, pay bills, fix my vehicles, take my kids out to eat, take them to Chuck E. Cheese, Wendy's, the park, you know, wherever, whatever. Buy them toys, buy them books, buy them clothes, buy them food, maybe, you know, maybe. But that's hopefully the motivation to, I'll end it here pretty much, 22 minutes. But hopefully that's the motivation to push, not push, but show, thrive. But anybody can do it, and hopefully I can help people do it. Hopefully I can get many people with me, and I'm with them as possible. In my town, all around my town, around the state, around the city, around the world, around America. It's all from here. So, I love working on my vehicles. And like I said, I'm not a professional, but I love doing it. Hopefully soon I can go to school one day, open a shop, have a shop, and there's even the picture with the screenshots of the yard. I was sitting there talking about having a shop in my backyard. Come think of it, there's this shop up on the road, actually on the road, and there's, you know, the ideal that I want to own that shop by the road. That would be my public mechanic shop, where I can have mechanics there that know what they're doing. And a bunch of my friends work on vehicles, not helping me, and they got their own lives and their own troubles. That's fine. I want to help them. I know how hard it is. I've been there. I've been homeless. I've slept on dirt. Freaking ask anybody around me. Call my friends. Call my friend Gary in South Carolina. Gary Strickland. Call anybody. Call me and ask me for phone numbers of people that I've helped, and hopefully there's billions more people to help and benefit and have that motivation. Don't go get beers. Alright. I have my monkey. Well, he's watering my grass. But so I didn't want to, I guess, end it that quickly and that abruptly. But try to start keeping videos under 25-30 minutes. Probably gonna be a 45-minute video. But just quickly closing, I guess. Walking my boy bears, trying to look for those landmines. And that's funny, I was even going to mention it earlier when I was talking about earlier. I stepped in a little bit, a little here, a little back there, a little over there, wherever. And this is the, I guess, kind of closing topic of motivation. You step in some landmines every now and then, whether it be dogs, humans, wherever. But beer's going around the little telephone pole here. Come here. You step in some that, you know what. But you can, whether or not you get lucky and you get it on you, you can be also lucky enough to, you know, I stepped on some on this shoe a little bit. I still got to wash off. I just noticed. I got to wash it off. But, you know, it was kind of bad that it was on the bottom of the foot. It's kind of the worst part of my day. But imagine how much more worse it could have been if this part, big old, I just swapped it like a hockey puck. But imagine if when I was walking, I stepped on that landmine. If this, and it's been happening so much lately, it's got my thought on the idea. What if this part of my shoe, can I see it? Yeah, what if this part of my shoe would have been flipped back like that? Beer's walking around me. What if that top part wouldn't flip back? And it goes back a little bit further. It goes back a little bit further. But what if that part would have flipped down and I would have stepped on it and my toes are pretty much almost sticking through on the bottom here? I need to go get new shoes. And the funny thing is, see how much worn down these, see, somewhat almost tread. Couple months old. These shoes are about 10 months old, because I didn't have no shoes after my car accident, because the boots I was wearing got destroyed trying to pry it out of the floorboard. Oh, edge of my nose itching. Let's use that so I won't be picking my nose. But this shoe, if you could tell, I guess. Here, this one's a little bit more worn, used. This one's a little bit more newer, firmer. This one's more flatter. This one's more puffier. But I was wearing this shoe first. I guess we got a little bit more. See? Motivation lack. Clean it off and keep on going. Or get new shoes. I wish I could get new shoes. New boots. I need new steel toe work boots so I can go back to work. But that's what I was wearing when I had my accident. My steel toe boots. And they got... They pretty much... The ground is the floorboard. They pretty much did that in my car accident. So ripping my boot out, it ripped the bottom sole straight off like this is coming off. But these are Walmart, so $25 a shoe, well, a pair of shoes. But and they're 10 months old. The left one, the right one, was used 3 months before my left one because I couldn't walk. I could not put my foot in a shoe. To put my foot down, I had to keep my leg up like this all the time for the first 3 or 4 months. Well, 4 or 5 months after the accident. Then I can start putting a little bit of pressure on it, on my crutches. I couldn't walk on it, nothing. Just put pressure on it. Just put it down on the ground. And try to put it on the ground without killing yourself and without hurting so bad. And it's been a start since then. And the great thing about YouTube, like T-Rob said in his video last night when I was sitting there somewhere having a conversation with him. He was sitting there talking about him at like 44. Trying to quit smoking cigarettes. And that's the point of motivation, ain't it? To have somebody motivate you to do something that you want to do. Hopefully. And I'm eating candies less because my stomach's been killing me since the accident. But to be able to quit, that, and that's big motivation. That's big motivation right there. That's the biggest struggle, is being motivated to commit yourself. Ow, I just bit my tooth. But, alright. Oh, ow. Turkey behind me. But, sorry about all the rambling. I sound like a wet pansy crying about why it's cold outside or whatever analogy to use. Sound like a baby, but it's part of life and part of conversation, and so many things to conversate and subjects to work over that it's always just rambling conversation. And hopefully that's going to bring more conversation eventually one day, because that's going to be the way that we're, as a people, as humans, going to be able to cope, surpass, better, this and that, and be able to do more with more positive life. So I'll end the 45-minute video, 65-minute video. So, where's a, excuse me. There's a white Ford F-250 in my neighbor's front yard. And people just moved in there the other day. So, yeah. Love motivation. Love is the motivation to keep on doing more and keep on doing better. Alright, come on. I want a big boy here to see. And there's a little chihuahua over there in that yard over there that keeps on barking and agonizing my dogs. My dogs want to go over there and tell it shut up, but my dogs are going to listen better than that. Come on. Yep, there you go. See? You listen. Motivation. Wearing jackets. Ooh, my Raiders. My Raiders jacket. My dad's jacket. My 5X. I gotta wear that one day in video. But my wife's camo jacket. And my work, my mechanic jumpsuit that I like wearing. I wish I had more better ones. But that's all I got for now. Maybe another minute I'll have more to say. Hopefully. Alright. Motivation to do it. Thanks.